Okay, so this one's gonna be comparing prayer to programming because the spirit, the Rosh, is telling me that pretty much that programming is the language of the fallen angels counterfeit to prayer. Okay, it's the new age way to get rid of prayer and get with programming to get what you want, to be able to do what you would like. You just go apply a program. An application is a program, an app, like the apple from the tree. It's the same old devil's device, but it's just being masked. Like they twist words around and replace them. Pretty much just like if they let you build it and then they hijack it from you and then make you look like you're the enemy of that you made or that has come through you. Pretty much like turning a child against a parent. What we see exactly happening worldwide right now, in so much ways. It's happening on many different fronts, many different three-pronged attack. But the main one is the Word, because the Word is the original program. The Word is the Most High, the Word is the Son, and the Word is the Holy Spirit, the Rosh HaKodesh. The Word is the Most High, that is Ahaya HaKodesh, and the Word is the Son, Yeshaya HaKodesh, and the Word is who you call the Holy Ghost, the Rosh HaKodesh. Okay, now they told us to pray, and then not only pray but have faith. That means pretty much apply your prayer after you finish praying. Like work on that, put fasting towards that, and also like fasting is a way to like build the materials or build the spirit versus the material, the spiritual materials or the spiritual energy in order to manifest that prayer, that program, so it runs well without any bugs. And depending on your drive, that's your fasting. Your hard drive, that's your fasting. Okay? So break fast, that's your hard drive. You know what I mean? When you wake up hard. Don't you? All right, anyway, that's for grown-ups right there. And then you get up ready to go. That's early morning risers. The morning start, that tells you that we're chosen. To wake up and go get it done for the Most High. Before even the sun rises, we're woken up by that programming, that prayer. Okay. Interesting. This is all just coming to me like literally like fluid, like a stream right now. No one has told me this. This is just the spirit is blowing very strong with this hurricane coming through, and we all know that angels are in the hurricanes, messengers in the hurricane. So I'm picking up a message and it's getting to me, and it's making me push it out on a Sabbath day. By the way, Tuesday is the Sabbath. It's the 3 days after the new moon is the Sabbath day. 3 days after the third day after the new moon is the Sabbath day, and it changes by year. By Hebrew calendar year, so that's usually in April. But yeah, okay, so we see program right here. Also notice that program says graphene. It says, but I like to get to the earliest reference of the word, and I guess it's coming from the 1630s. It says public notice from late Latin programmer, proclamation, edict, Greek programmer, a written public notice from stem of prographene. Okay, so here's another Another, they sneak this in because what's in the vaccine is the graphene oxide. That's what they're finding in the microscopes down in Columna, La Quinta Columna University. They're studying that down there. That everybody is pretty much coming out saying that the graphene is in the vaccine. See how they just make it rhyme? Graphene, vaccine, pro-graphene. So they're writing. This is the mark right here. To write. Graphene. Program to write. Okay, so when you pray, what are you praying? You're writing. You're ordering this. You're sending a message to, and you are going to receive a reply based off of your hard drive, based off of your fasting. Faith, my bad. Faith is pretty much what's going to get it done. Faith gets it done faster. Faith is the knowing and believing in things that are not yet evident, not yet material, not yet of this world. Faith comes from another world, and it flows through this world, through the Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. So, the mark is right there. The graphene to write. They're writing a mark on you. In the vaccine, the graphene to write. Okay, so we come out of there, go to Strong's Hebrew. In Hebrew, the word pray, the prime root of it is athar, like author, like authority, like to authorize. Okay? To pray, to supplicate. So that he's given us dominion in prayer. He's given us authority in prayer. See, we don't understand these things over here in America. Even if we're taught these things, we don't understand like how it crosses over. We don't bridge the gaps too well in the community after, so much distractions and stuff. We lose the point. And I noticed that as a child, and whatever I've gone through as a child, I've sought out and committed to as a child, since a child, to solve problem children, to solve children's problems on this earth, because it mostly stems from adults. And I figured that once I got older, I'd have the ability to do that. I'm telling you guys, I've wowed a bunch of scientists. I'll tell you that. I made them do the weird or what on my marks. And it's not me. It's the Spirit flowing through me, man. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you guys how to do it. It's prayer. I told you guys to pray, and then when you get up and you walk, you let that prayer resonate in your mind as you go through your day, and don't get distracted from. So what I mean is, when you get up and walk away from getting off your knees to pray, you've literally kind of tethered yourself to that spot. In a sense, your spirit is kind of like tethered to that spot. That's why you pray in like a sacred place, a sanctuary, a secret place, a spot, so that a place that's not so material of this world, something that's kind of out of this world, so pretty much they go to like chambers and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, you come out and you're tethered to your word, your prayer. The word is the Most High, and you used His Spirit to pray, and He gave you authority to pray and be heard. by his son Yeshaya, who is the Messiah. Ahayas, Yeshaya is the Messiah. You get it? Okay. Just like the vaccine is in the graphene. The graphene is in the vaccine. Just like the author has the authority. The prayer. We are brothers and sisters of Yeshaya, of the Word. Our steps are ordered, and it's not by man. Man is just who the Spirit comes through to give us the tools to prepare for the spirits that oppose us, the distractions and the temptations that oppose us. See, you're tempted in order to distract you. That's all that is. So whenever you're tempted, you just notice, get back to your prayer, because it's like a fight. Instead of seeing the temptation as temptation and attracting, you know that you're in a fight. See it as a fight. And what did David do before every fight? He put up the prayer, man. He put up some prayer. He programmed himself. He gave himself authority. He didn't give himself authority, but through the word spoken in faith. And he was fast to it. Okay? No one was faster than him in the land. It's like having the fastest gun in the West. That 666 shooter shit. The Wild Wild West, the WWW 666. Come on, man. You got to get with it. www.com. Where did it come from? It's the beast. All right. Very fast to do some bad. Steal, kill, and destroy. All right. That's the blood on the hands. That's traumatizing. They've been programmed. They preyed on these people. They prey on their victims. Okay? We serve a God of war. Alright? The Most High is not of this world. And everything in this world is just a counterfeit of what He has given us from the kingdom through man. And they're coming to take that away. Like I said, I told you they let you raise it, and then they hijack it just like a child. All right? I've been there. I was the child before that got hijacked. They prey on us. All right? So coming through that to let you know I've come a long way, and kept that in my mind and kept it on my heart as something to do before allowing death, you know, because as long as you have breath, you have the ability to prepare yourself for death. Yeah, we all gotta go. This flesh shall not inherit the kingdom. Okay? The spirit, absence of the body, is in the presence of Ahaya. Okay? So you get that? We all go back. Just like this wind, you wonder where it's going. Alright. You see it knocks everything in this world around that we build up. Yes, the spiritual does control the physical, no matter how much you try. That's why the dragon is stuck right there, down there in Antarctica, or on his right arm at the South Pole. Alright? Point, just in case you guys haven't seen, wondering what I'm talking about, here you go. That's a dragon. See that? His bite mark is 666 on his forehead right there. You know, they can stretch their lips all the way back to their eyeballs. It's on his forehead. Alright. Alright. Think I was lying, didn't you? Thought I was lying, didn't you? Yeah. That crack on his forehead, right there. That crack that goes all the way across his face. That's his bite. That's his program. Megabytes, kilobytes, terabytes. Earth, Terra, okay. Get it? Gosh. Scale, a mile, a kilometer, kilometer. It all depends on how you say it, man. Like the vernacular throw you off, just like this dragon, throw you right out of heaven. Yeah. All right, you better watch out. Get with the vernacular, eh? Better know your neighbors, eh? Yeah, mano, for sure. Yeah, these are my brothers. Down here, they running away from this dragon and coming up here. And you got buddies up here running away from the dragon's children. His seed are up here. See, the world is kind of like a disc. It's not as round like this. So the bottom of this dragon is pretty much up here, sticking out. What you see up here, this land up here, is pretty much the bottom of this dragon. That's why it looks so symmetrical up here. Just like the dragon's wings look symmetrical. From here to here. It's 19,000 miles. 19,000 kilometers. 14,000 kilometers? 14,000 kilometers, my bad. From there to there, that's his wingspan. And he's got to be sticking out on the other side of the earth. Trying to tell you. The earth is not what it seems. He's sticking out down here. This is his body parts. These are body parts. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I know they keep saying that the aliens keep coming from out of the water. Well, that's like where the snakes, water monitors and serpents lay their eggs in the water and they hatch little UFO eggs and stuff like that, whatever. The serpent seed or whatever. The garden must have been around here somewhere if his seeds are around here. Madison Square is right up by Toronto. So you already know. Alright. Okay. You got garden, you got raptors, and you got gardens. Alright, you get it? Something's up here. Something's going on. I'm telling you that right now. I don't know what's going on. It's something's up here. That's why I'm telling you. That's why Abomination is here. This is Babylon the Great right here. America the Great. Babylon the Great. Amaruka the Great is him. This is Amaruka. This is who they worshipped. The Incans, the Mayans, the Brazilians, the Aztec. They were brought over and forced to worship the serpents, okay? Because they would get their heads chopped off, hearts cut out, babies eaten. So, yeah, terrified. They end up worshiping them, okay? These are my people, brought over into captivity from Israel, all right? Spread out across the four corners of the globe. And you got Jamaica right here, Yamaka. You know, Yamaka means the fear of God or fear of the Most High. I mean, that's what Yamaka means in Hebrew. Well, that's Jamaica. That's Benjamin. The right-hand son is Benjamin, right? Okay. Ben Yah, not Ben Ye. See, Yemen is, see that J, Jamin? Benjamin is actually Ben Yamin. And instead of Jesus, it's Yashaya. You know what I mean? Instead of Joshua, it's Yahshua. Instead of John, it's Jan. Okay, so there's a lot of, we've been, like I said, taken into captivity, forced to say different things. It's a counterfeit kingdom. Okay? So prayer versus programming. So I don't even want to be having it, because it even has the word ram in program. And we're supposed to pray to the lamb, not the ram. Okay? So, pray lambing. That's my new thing. So do the programming. Screw all that. Pro-lambing. I'm just playing, man. I'm just enjoying myself on a Sabbath day. not myself, enjoying the spirit, actually. It's the only way I can have any joy. All joy comes through the spirit. All joy go back to the Most High, Ahaya HaKadosh. And Tuda Rabba, I'm thankful very much. That's what Tuda Rabba stands for. I'm learning every day, learning new words. You know what I mean? Every time the spirit hits me, I look up something new and say, okay, what's a word that's important to me if I had to say it to someone in Hebrew? And I look it up. And I use it. I apply it in these videos mostly, but I practice it in looking how other words that we say today are just descendants from these original words, original Hebrew, Paleo-Hebrew words that come from my people. Okay. Come from my house, my Father in heaven. Ahaya. Athar. Ahaya. The authority. He is the Word. The Word is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We are the prayer. We are the believers. What are we praying for if we don't believe it? Prayer does not work without believing. And believing requires faith in this world. Because faith is believing in things that are not yet evident. That is the only war that you have right now, is fighting the war versus the temptation of what you do see, versus fighting the war of the temptation of what you don't see. Because you're tempted to do things that you don't see by bad spirits, and you're tempted to do things that you do see by bad spirits, bad inspiration, bad temptation. But, like I said, you're not against flesh and blood, you're against dark forces and high places and principalities. So that's Ephesians 6. You know what I mean? And the thorn in the flesh is the messenger of Satan. That's 2 Corinthians 12 and 7. Okay? And I beheld Satan as lightning falling from heaven. That's what? Luke 10:18 or Matthew 10:18? What else? I think it's Matthew 10:18. Nah, it might be Luke. Let's look it up. So you don't want to be wrong. That's letting you know that you're up against dark forces in high places. That shit is not physical. It's not physical. That dragon that he transforms into in this physical world in order to manifest in this physical world, it's like this physical world is a host. This body is a host for the spirit, the non-physical. So you let the Most High in with the Ruach HaKodesh through Yashaya, prayer, the word, and receiving what the word replies, and what the word tells the spirit, understanding, and retaining it, and applying it. It's a cycle. You have the authority in that cycle. You've been given authority in that cycle. In this domain, you have been given domain, the authority. You've been given dominance by the Word, by the Most High. That's from Genesis, okay? So we're looking at, like, it's a simple equation. You look at the thing that will last the longest and has always been around, and what will be here at the very end. If you compared all things and see what has the longest lifespan, I'll wait. You tell me what beats the word. Tell me without using the word. See, that was always my argument right there from the get-go when it came to people not believing in the Most High. He is the Word. You're using His word to say that He don't exist. Look, that's the devil working through you, making your lips move, and you're out of control from lack of understanding, and you're destroyed. You have no. That's why He says be slow to speak. You don't even know to be slow to speak because you're sure. So therefore, you're sure as shit wrong, and that's blasphemy. So, yeah, man, we're judged for every careless word. It means we're supposed to take care of the words that come out of our mouth, deliver them like babies. That's why, like, Yeshaya didn't come through yelling and screaming at nobody unless they were doing some physical shit. You know what I mean? If people were getting physically out of hand and making some transgressions happen on other people's souls, or deceiving people physically, like making them buy or sell, or making them guide their feet towards destruction, he would be upset towards that. He'd be very upset towards that. But he didn't, you know, His word was all he needed. His word is His sword. So He is the light that gives the fire to that sword. The light that shines within men. Every man has the sword, but not every man knows how to use the sword. First off, they're not aware of the sword. Second off, no, they're not aware of the sword. First off, they don't know how to use the sword. Second off, and they don't know how to apply Yeshaya, the fire, the light, to the sword. You learn how to do that, you got a relationship with the word, and that'll be a wonderful thing. That'll be a good day. That'll be an everlasting life right there. That's like Enoch. You know what I mean? You say you walk with, in English we say God. So you walk with God for 365 years. That's he walked with fire, intelligence, understanding, faith, masterfully of his domain that he was given. He did not leave his original habitation. He watched the angels fall out of their habitation and fool the whole world. They watched that shit happen. That's what Enoch did, and he still didn't fall. He didn't sway. He was like a rock. He was like the sun. He kept coming round. You feel me? Walking with the word. Like I said, even before the sunrise, you know what I mean? That's that hard drive. There you go. He didn't bend. He didn't sway. He didn't bow. He didn't twist. He didn't turn. He kept in stride and kept up. Kept it sacred. Kept it holy. Kept it secret. When the whole world was being defiled and the whole world was being destroyed, there was nothing sacred left by the time Noah came around, which is his grandson. That was the reason why the Most High destroyed the world, because there was no place for him. There was no vessel, no host other than the faithful Noah. Come on. The programming of Noah. See, we're like Mecca. I play a game called Super Mecha Champions. And in this game, the original mechas are kind of named after angels. They are like described as the sons of man. Now, they try to give you a real clear example or a real clear stance that mecha are different than robots and mecha are different than AI. AI is an entity on its own. A robot is a vessel for AI, is an earthly vessel for AI, okay? And then mecha is kind of all three. The robot, the AI, and the one who created the AI and the robot, the man. So that would be a trinity. Okay? To worship one is to blaspheme the others. You know what I mean? To say that, man is nothing, and you worship the robot. No, the word gave the first trinity for man to copy and create this. You know what I mean? And they say it one way, they're trying to create God in a reflection of God creating man. But the ones that want to create God don't believe in God because they want to be God themselves and take out God out of the equation. And it's a process. Like I said, they let you build it and then they hijack it. And it ain't like I said, that's the spirit flowing. That's the message of the day right there. They let you build it and then they hijack it. They purge you. Commit perjury. You know what I mean? They take it over. They forge it. It's just a simple equation for them. These are because all things come through the Spirit, and the Spirit of the Most High is given to man, and to man to the world. That is the reason why we have prayer and dominion. Faith and dominion. We have the Word who gave us dominion, and the world the world is the dominion of the Word. And anything in this world, He gave us dominion. The Word, the naming came through us. Adam named everything through the Spirit came through Adam to name everything. So at the end of the day, what's the first thing? Adam was given orders by the Word. Okay. And when this world is gone, the Word will still be given orders. So what do you attach yourself to? Okay? You already know that there's going to be given orders to destroy this whole entire freaking planet. Okay? You already know that. No matter how much you think it's far, 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 far away, you better go back and watch Star Wars, god dang it. Okay? You better go back and watch Star Wars. That's what I'm telling you. Because they'll come in and harvest everything out of this bad boy first. And they'll scorch earth, let us build it, and they're going to try to get up out of here before the planet is ordered to be done. But no. They're tossed back down here time and time again. And this is we are the wardens of this domain. Like, we're not supposed to permit them to pass through us to get to heaven. This, they are evil spirits, dark places and dark forces in high places and principalities. So heaven is the mint, the mind, inside. You're supposed to have a firewall to keep them from getting in. They're programming you. Your firewall stops that program. What's that firewall? That firewall is that faith. inside. You are man, the light that shines within all man. Okay? It's the truth, the way, and the life that is in man. The mystery that is who you call God, who is the Most High, who is actually Ahaya, and his son is Yeshaya. Okay? They are the authority. Yeshaya prayed for us on his last breath. So we're under his authority. His last breath was for us. Father, please forgive them, for they do not know what they do. Okay? His prayer was for forgiveness. His program is for forgiveness. So for now, we're at war. But at the end of this program, when we come out of this program, we are software. We're not actually hardware. This body is the hardware. The voice that you hear is the Father, is the understanding, is the Spirit. Okay? Is the fruit of the tree of life. The leaves of the fruit pretty much are what you devour, what you for your healing. You take the fruit's juicy right away, but the like I said, the word, understanding of the word, like, you know what I mean, the seasons, how the word applies. You got to understand that our time is not on this earth. Our time is in heaven. But while we're here on this earth, we have to prepare for heaven. So you can't look at this earth and these people on the earth as if it's the end all be all. You can't be working every day for that, for somebody else's pocket in a false sense of security. You have to make, you said, don't be sure of anything. You got to make sure, though. You got to go and check and double check and triple check and make sure that your house is in order. Because there's people that don't have houses that know that it's not a good time for people with houses. There's people that don't have money and know it's not a good time for people with bank accounts. It's people that don't. We got less holding us back. You know what I mean? There's people that don't have cars that know that it's not a good time to have a car nowadays, because that's just draining. It's gonna kill off. Something's got to give. Something's got to go. Grandma in the hospital, child support, something is gonna hit the family, and that's what this is all about. Burning down that tree. They come to steal, kill, and destroy. I told you, they let you build it and then they hijack it. You go out and buy it and they steal it. You go out and birth it, they go out and kill it. You go out and he comes to destroy. All right? So what I'm saying is, man, in everything that you do, just look for the word of understanding. That'll always keep you awake. That'll keep a fire lit in you. Like, I wake up to learn new word. You know what I mean? I don't really wake up for nothing in this world that man has to offer other than the truth. That's my priorities. And that's my job. Somebody's got to do it. And ain't nobody going to do it for me. I'm not going to sit back and just rely on secondhand information. I have to be a man of action, a field operative. I have to be a messenger. I have to be an angel. I have to be a brother. I have to be a father. In word, if you're given the Father's word, you're delivering it. You know what I mean? He's coming through you. He's going to leave that impression. He's going to leave that mark, that program, that prayer. You're marked. His mark, his seal. We just looked up that program means prayer. These are Mecca. This is what they're programming the kids to right now. What? There's strings attached. Yes, this is coming in the future. Yes, in real life, they already got it. They already got this. This is all second-hand handed down. Obviously, there's nothing new. This one's Michael right here. You know what I mean? This is what they look like. And scale comparison, just like in the Bible, the angels, they're about that tall, right? In the Bible, the angels are about that tall. Let me put Michael on. Angel of the Lord come to do damage. You see him? Some people have joy, but a lot of people gonna have some fear. You'll fear the day if you see it show up in your city. You probably won't see much but fire and a lot of screaming. You saw, look at the book of Job, it took 2 angels to come to that city. I mean, not Job. Lot in Sodom and Gomorrah with Abraham. You know what I mean? Like, if you're looking at it, you gotta look at it, man. 2 angels show up to the city, and it's done. It's done. And that's how they drop us in. They drop us in 3 at a time. We drop out there into this city. As far as the eye can see, we can go. And we tear it up. As high as you can see, we can go. Pretty much. And we tear it up. This is what we do. The children of the future are coming to manifest. Now it tells you in the Bible that Michael throws the dragon back down to earth. So Elon Musk got SpaceX Dragon rockets. So I wonder if he's got a Mecca. If there's gonna be some Mecca fights up there, like some Gundam Wing type shit. You know what I mean? And then he gets thrown back down to earth. You know, because he transforms into a dragon or something. I don't know. The thing is, they tell you this is called a singularity board. That's why when you see these things show up, when you see angels show up, pretty much means it's an apocalypse. Okay? Pretty much. That's what it really means. Times is changing. A new era has come. Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall. There's a message coming from up high, from the God of war. Okay, that's what that means. When you see angels, that means get your house in order. That means repent. It's all of the above. With no pun intended. That's just how the Spirit flows. Just like I said, I'm not trying to make this happen. I'm just letting it flow. I'm thankful. Now I'm gonna get up off of here, man, because I don't want to be one of those casters, long-winded. The wind is blowing enough out here. I'd be surprised if you guys can't even, if you could really hear me over the wind. Yeah, man, you guys, I just wanted to just, relate on what the word was putting in on me. And let you guys know that, hey man, the word program is a device of the devil. You know what I mean? We need control. They try to take the control out of everything. That's what man has, is dominion. Dominion is control. How are we controlled? Our word is our rock. It's our weapon, it's our sword, it's our resting place, it's our sanctuary, it's our secret, it's our life. It's our control. Safety blanket. Whatever you want to call it. Salvation is what is preferred. That's what he orders. Say, hey, Yeshaya is my salvation. Alright, man. So the word is the truth, the way, and the life. It's self-explanatory. It stands alone. Get a relationship with him. He's living. He speaks to your spiritual ears and also your physical ears, because you're just gonna. I'll tell you, be careful when it comes to, like I said, make sure that you got a lot of endurance. Like go work out, do some fasting, because that'll get your mind right to deal so that you can handle and have control, dominion for the power. If you can't wield that, that's like creating a dang bomb and not retaining the knowledge of how you built it, and you need to turn it off or diffuse it, but you got to cut some wires and don't remember. So you don't have your power. Okay, you sitting in front of it, yeah, you built it, but you're distracted or you're careless. You created something that was careless, and now it's come to kill you. You die from your own lack of knowledge. So my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You know what I mean? And the forgiveness that he prayed for on the cross at the very end, Yeshua said, please forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they do. That is to give you a lifeline. That's to give us a lifeline, a little bit of time. You know what I mean? So that we can gain some knowledge, so that we're not destroyed utterly and completely. Because, yeah, his own people hung him up on the cross, beat him and killed him. And he died for our sins. Yeshua, the son of Ahiah, the world's Messiah, who the world mistakenly calls Jesus, who sounds like the son of Zeus, and who they call Christos or Christ. This is all counterfeits. I'm telling you. You got to get back to the root, to the basics, the prime root. That's all I'm looking for, man. Origins, prime root. Okay? I pray on these things. I don't need no watered down middleman, secondhand. When the Spirit flows through from the Most High, it's prime. Okay? That's prime root. If it's manipulated, transformed, or denied access in any way, that's counterfeit. You know what I mean? Like, you got some figuring out to do. But you really can't be deceived if you're really out to achieve the truth. You can't be. That's the faith in you won't let you. That's why you're punished for being deceived once you know the truth. You won't, like, literally, you're punished for being deceived. That's like getting fired from your job for losing your cool. And somebody literally, they don't even shop at your place. They don't even care about none of the products at your place. They came in solely just to get you. The devil came in for you. Chose war on you that day. And you allowed that person to deceive you. If all you had to do was to keep your cool and be slow to speak and understand the spirit that comes at you. Like I said, these are like fallen angels. They touch on a handshake, on a bump. They can pass through money, little objects with certain type of inscriptions and insignia, graphene. The thorn in the flesh is the messenger of Satan. What's a messenger? A written note. All right. A program is a messenger. Yeah. Messenger program, application program, messenger app. Programming. Predictive programming. That's television. All right. So there's many different ways of programming, but it's all counterfeit. It's all copies of original programming, and that is not the word. It's like Jesus is a copy of Yeshaya, the original salvation of my people. That name of my people is Yeshaya, and that name for all time will always be Yeshaya. Okay, so we have warring programs here. And the whole point is to fool the audience, to make you pick this program and make this one seem much more honorable and a higher road, or much more, the algorithms are boosted towards this one. You know what I mean? So that you're hidden, so that the other one is hidden. And that all the more sacred, the things of the Most High are hidden. And it's up for kings to discover, to uncover. And a king has authority to pray. On that note, be blessed. Pray for the children of Israel. They're all around you, all around the earth. You don't got to look over to Jerusalem. You don't got to go look up Jerusalem to find a child of Israel. You can look in the mirror if you just believe.